Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decipher corporate documents so you don't have to. Today we are looking at a filing from Xcel Brands, and let me tell you, it's got a bit of a uh-oh vibe. Think of it as a company getting a call from their school principal. But instead of school, it's the stock market. Xcel Brands, a company that manages and designs brands, just got a notice from NASDAQ, the stock exchange they are listed on. The problem? They were late handing in their homework, or in this case, their annual financial report. This could lead to being kicked off the stock exchange. What does that mean for the company and its investors? Let's dive in and find out. By the way, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below, where you can discuss more of these issues. Okay, so the main event here is this notice of delisting, or failure to keep up with the listing rules. Xcel Brands got a letter from NASDAQ saying they messed up. They didn't file their annual report, also called a Form 10-K on time. The report was supposed to cover the year ending December of 2024, so the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, is not happy. Missing the deadline puts them in trouble with something called NASDAQ Listing Rule 5356(1). Basically, this rule says you have to file your reports on time. It's like showing up to work when you are supposed to. NASDAQ is giving Xcel Brands a chance to explain themselves. They have to submit a plan of compliance, which is like telling NASDAQ how they plan to fix the problem. They have 60 days to do this. If NASDAQ likes their plan, they might give them more time, up to October of 2025, to file the report. The company says that they are going to file the form as soon as possible to avoid needing a plan. This is like saying, we messed up, but we will fix it as soon as we can, we promise. There is a press release attached to this filing. Let's scroll to it. This is the press release about getting the notification from NASDAQ. It basically repeats the same information, saying that they got a letter because they didn't file their annual report on time. It also says they are working to file it as soon as they can. The last thing here is a list of exhibits which are documents attached to the report. We have the press release we just talked about and another document. Unfortunately, the actual financial statements aren't in this report. This report is simply informing that the company got a notification. To know the actual story, we need to wait until the company actually releases their financials. Now, what does all this mean? Well, it's not good when a company can't file its financial reports on time. It makes investors nervous because it raises questions. Are they hiding something? Are they having problems with their accounting? It can hurt the company's reputation and make people less likely to invest in them. The good news is that Xcel Brands says they are working to fix the problem. They haven't said exactly why they were late, but hopefully they will get the report filed soon. If they don't and NASDAQ doesn't accept their plan, they could get kicked off the stock exchange. That would be a big blow for the company. Now let's talk about Xcel Brands in general. They are not a huge company and they operate in a competitive industry. They manage different brands and license them out. So their success depends on how well those brands are doing and how well they can manage them. Not filing on time does not inspire investor confidence, but let's see what happens once they publish those financials. This makes it harder for investors to trust them. Some things to consider are their competitors like Sequential Brands Group or Iconics Brand Group, who have faced similar struggles in the past. There are a lot of risks in the fashion and brand management business, so Xcel Brands needs to be on top of its game to succeed. To conclude, this report is a warning sign for Xcel Brands. It's not a disaster yet, but they need to get their act together and file that annual report as soon as possible. Investors will be watching closely to see what happens next. Alright, that's our breakdown of Xcel Brands' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.